do tonight.
Why would you think I'd want to be friends with you?
Because we both come from famous WWE lineage. But let's be real, we're not.
Sorry if I offended you in some way.
Ugh. I have a lot of respect for your aunt. You, not so much. You're only here because you're cashing in on her legacy. But do your best not to make all of us second-generation superstars look bad, okay? Though it's gonna be hard tonight when you're competing against me and the rest of Team Raw.
Hey, nice to finally meet the EST of WWE.
What? Isn't that you?
As in new S superstar in WWE. Ready to show Team Raw what's up tonight?
You know it. That's exactly what I'm here to do.
Now that's the confidence I like to hear. And remember...
Yeah, they said they were really trying to keep my debut a secret.
I get it. I mean, the WWE Universe is going to lose their minds when they realize you're related to Justine. And don't think I'm not going to fangirl out and grill you after we win. You gotta tell me exactly what she's like.
Listen, I love my aunt. I even spent summers traveling with her on tour growing up. But it's important for me to make my own mark in WWE. Hopefully I can do that tonight.
You know the EST is all about standing out, so I understand completely. See you out there tonight. We got this.
Hi, I'm...
LJ, little Justine. Yeah, I overheard. How precious.
Yeah. I was actually going to say I recognize you from NXT 2.0. Ava Moreno, right? You had some great matches with Cora Jade. I didn't realize you had gotten drafted to SmackDown.
Guess your famous WWE legend aunt hasn't been able to get you up to speed on everything.
Honestly, we've been pretty busy prepping for my debut. I'm a little out of the loop on everything else. Who's your match with tonight?
I don't have a match on the show tonight. Not all of us are able to skip the line, LJ.
Did I do something wrong? What's with the attitude?
Let me lay it out for you. A girl named Ava works her whole life to be the best athlete she can be. Excels at some things naturally, puts in the time to get better at the rest. Gets signed to WWE, continues to grind at the Performance Center doing everything the WWE way. Makes a mark on NXT 2.0, wins her matches, and gets signed to SmackDown. Sounds pretty great, right?
What's your point?
Some of us work hard. Some of us work harder. And some of us, LJ, get to waltz into Survivor Series and get put into a match that the rest of us, those of us who have done everything by the book, would kill for.
My aunt is a legend, but I'm good at this. I got here on my own. I'm not just some nepotism signing.
Got here on your own? We'll see what happens tonight. Maybe you are good, and you'll prove that. Regardless, I haven't been given the same opportunity on this brand to prove how good I am. So excuse me if I don't play nice with little Justine, the legacy hire.
Sorry I wasn't able to check in with you sooner. It's always nuts backstage before a major show. And I lost a full 20 minutes to Happy Corbin, who wanted to practice a stand-up routine on me. Luckily, Xia Li overheard and protected me from his bad jokes. How are you doing? Feeling good about tonight?
Honestly, I'm ready. I've trained my whole life for this.
All right. Let's take that confidence, earned or not, and channel it into a great debut. For what it's worth, despite my history with your aunt, it really is my goal to help you succeed here.
You guys have some history, huh?
That's a conversation for another day. Stick around here long enough and you'll have history with everyone. Alliances, rivalries, heck, we even have our fair share of weddings. Although those rarely seem to work out. But let's talk about your debut. I've got your custom gear ready.
Custom gear? What do you mean?
Honestly, I get it. I wouldn't want to debut in it either.
No, I mean I have no idea what you're talking about.
Huh. Not sure how this didn't get to you, but WWE management asked that you debut in a look that honors Justine's legacy. So they've made gear inspired by what your aunt wore when she won her first championship. Not that that specific match would be the moment I'd choose to commemorate. Justine got lucky.
But I brought my own gear. I designed it myself. Besides, I'm not sure if I want to use my aunt's image to establish my own. I want to make my own mark.
Listen, despite my personal feelings, it never hurts to get a rub from a WWE legend. It's also probably not wise to go against management on day one. But I know it's important to stand on your own 2 feet around here. Ultimately, the decision is yours. What do you want to do?
I love my aunt and she taught me a lot, but if I'm going to make it here, I need to make my own mark. I'm going to wear the gear I designed.
All right, we'll see how management reacts. Standing your ground can really go either way around here. But if you're determined to make your own mark, you better have the performance out there to back it up. Go get changed. It's go time.
It's Team Raw ready to battle for brand supremacy.
The following contest is a 6-woman tag team match. On the way to the ring, Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, and Bayley. Team Raw.
The superstars from the Red Brand are here to prove they don't need to play mind games to come out on top.
Well, if you're referring to the fact that Team SmackDown has a mystery partner, I think that's just good strategy. The wait is over for the reveal of Team SmackDown's mystery partner.
And their opponents, Superstar, the Legend Killer, Liv Morgan and Bianca Belair. Team SmackDown.
Do you know who that is? The final member of Team SmackDown is none other than the niece of WWE Hall of Famer Justine.
The last legacy superstar I remember debuting at Survivor Series was The Rock. No pressure, kid.
Hold on tight. We're about to witness one of the most anticipated Survivor Series matches in years. And one of the most anticipated debuts in years. This rookie superstar could be the second coming of her legendary Hall of Fame aunt, Justine.
Don't get your hopes up, Saxton. By the looks of it, I'd say this rookie's here to blaze her own trail.
Ripley sidesteps the attack. Pele kick.
This is going to be nasty. Kick right to the gut.
And another.
Uh-oh. She adjusts it and reverses it. Stops Ripley's attack. What impact off that knee lift. And then the poison rana.
Just whiplash impact right to the head on that one.
Saw that one coming. Oh, flapjack. She's going for the cover. Coming to the rescue. Sent right out of the ring. She's sent to the outside. Ducks under. Takes a Pele. Great athleticism.
Ooh, what a nasty kick.
She's taken. Some big hits here.
Watch out! Kick to the midsection.
She certainly has the confidence of her aunt. Looks like she's setting up for the Justine Jammer.
She's putting her own mark on an old classic.
Not if Charlotte Flair has anything to say about it.
You only have one chance to make a first impression, and this one might include a hurt ankle.
And Rhea's taking advantage. Riptide! Covered by Ripley!
Rhea got her.
With the elimination, Team Raw now has the advantage.
What a letdown for the Blue Squad.
She definitely didn't expect to be out so early in this match. The top rope mishap and apparent ankle injury played a key role in that.
And it looks like Charlotte Flair is determined to add insult to injury.
Wait a minute. Hall of Famer Justine is here.
We haven't seen Justine in a WWE arena for over a decade.
One thing is clear, the WWE Universe is thrilled to see this venerated six-time women's champion here tonight in any circumstance.
And it looks like Justine is just as thrilled to see them. Things might not have turned out how she wanted for her niece, but she's loving this crowd.
I'm just hoping that Justine can get her niece on the right track. After this debut, she certainly needs some guidance.
I can't say that was the debut we were hoping for.
I don't know what happened out there. I wanted to make a name for myself based on my own talent.
And you decided to do something showy, took your eyes off of what was happening, and let Charlotte blindside you.
It's not my fault. You told me I had to make an impression in the ring.
Listen, you get one brat moment with me and you just used yours up. Yes, you had to make an impression by doing your job, not trying to steal the show on day one. You're here because you're good, and you could be great. You could have gone out there and had a solid match, and that would have been enough, win or lose. But you bit off more than you can chew.
Maybe you're right.
Of course I'm right. I'm a WWE legend. I'll do my best at damage control. You're already off to a rough start with management. They weren't thrilled that you decided against wearing the tribute gear. Although maybe I can spin that, since it wasn't exactly the performance they would have wanted to be associated with Justine's legacy. Actually worked out for the best.
Nope. They'll just associate it with little old me. I've already seen the chatter on social media.
Great. You're worried about social media at a time like this? Get your head in the game. I'll see you at SmackDown, and we'll take it from there.
Did you hear that pop?
What? The sound of my ankle popping or my career imploding?
Oh, how is that ankle? Or more importantly, how's that ego?
Ankle's okay. Ego? That's another story.
You really went for it out there, huh? Didn't hold back?
I'm the niece of one of the most venerated WWE legends of all time. I needed to make my own mark and stand out. I still do.
You need to take your time and not overthink this. But you're still learning, and regardless, Charlotte acted out of line. If I was medically cleared for in-ring action, I would put the Queen in her place.
Believe me, I'm mad about it. But I'm not sure that Charlotte did anything you wouldn't have done.
Nah. But one of the perks of having a career-ending injury is getting to apply unrealistic standards on the next generation. Why do you think I liked training you so much?
Right.
Listen, I don't want to leave if you need to talk, but I got word that WWE management wants to chat before we head out. Something about the buzz online, whatever that means. You okay?
If anyone taught me how to be resilient, it's you. I'm fine. I'll talk to you later.
That's my girl. I'll find you in a bit.
What was that about? I like to show off as much as the next person, but that was embarrassing.
Sorry. I understand why you're upset, but I did my best.
You grew up learning from one of the most talented WWE legends in history, and that's your best? I did a better job teaching myself in my backyard. Don't expect this to blow over with the SmackDown women's locker room. The Raw women are gonna rub this loss in our faces for a long time.
But what people forget is that for someone to win, someone else has to lose.
It is better to win, though.
Of course. Actually, speaking of winning, I have a few developments that Ruthless Digressions listeners will be thrilled to hear about.
Oh, care to share with those listeners or your co-host?
Like I told my niece at Survivor Series, patience, Robin, patience.
Thanks. You know, after what Liv said at Survivor Series, I wasn't sure if I'd be getting the warmest welcome today.
Oh, you won't be. But I have a different perspective than the rest of the girls. In fact, I'm actually usually pretty rude to the newbies because, well, I don't want them coming for my SmackDown Women's Championship. But I don't have to worry about you at all.
But I plan on coming for that championship.
Oh my goodness, you're hilarious! After your huge mistake in the Survivor Series match, I know that must have been a joke. I don't have to be rude to you at all. We can be friends.
I think we're done here.
LJ, welcome to SmackDown. How you doing? I'm sorry that Survivor Series didn't go so well.
Yeah, not the debut I was hoping for.
Well, you're here now, and have your whole career ahead of you. Listen, I may just be a cameraman, so I can't help train you, but I've been with WWE long enough that I pride myself on knowing how things work around here. Happy to answer any questions you might have.
How do I get a match?
Well, you'll want to talk to Molly first so she can let you know what management has in mind for you. But generally, I've found that matches in WWE, whether they come from management or not, get booked in one of two ways: talking to people or checking your social media messages.
What do you mean, talking to people?
I mean just that. Aside from being booked by management, you'll find that chatting with other superstars, the crew, or even other backstage visitors can lead to opportunities. Sometimes people might have favors to ask of you, others might have bones to pick. You know how they say it's who you know? That's definitely true in WWE. Who you know and who you talk to.
Huh, seems so easy.
It is. Don't try to put too much on your plate, though. You can always tell somebody who wants a favor no and come back to it later, or diffuse a tense situation. But once you agree to something, you'll need to see it through.
I understand. So take it one thing at a time. Makes sense. And the other way to get matches? You mentioned social media. I'm gathering I shouldn't try to go on a social media hiatus while I'm a WWE superstar?
Definitely not. Even a dinosaur like me relies on that instrument of the devil. If you don't check your social media, both the public feed and your direct messages, you might miss out on opportunities. Not everything there will lead to a match, but it's worth keeping up with what the WWE Universe is up to.
Okay, so check my social media feed and direct messages. Got it.
Any other questions? Or anything you'd like me to explain again?
Thanks, Tom. I think I have the info I need.
Fantastic. Good luck tonight, LJ. I'm certain I'll see you around soon.
So, I know I didn't exactly get the best start, but I've got my head on straight now and I'm ready to go.
That's great to hear.
What do you have for me tonight?
Now, here's something that's less great to hear. WWE management thinks that after everything that's happened, we should take a beat before we put the spotlight back on you.
Don't worry, I'm not going to make the same mistake twice. But I need to redeem myself and show the WWE Universe what I can really do. I need at least a little spotlight.
I think you might have to settle for no spotlight. Backstage sentiment on you is not good right now. You may be a SmackDown superstar, but you've got an uphill battle if you actually want to be on the show.
So, my match tonight is...
Non-existent.
Ah. What can I do? I don't want to just sit in catering.
No one does. But this will all blow over. My advice until then? Find some way to make an impact. Be so good in the ring that they can't deny you.
How am I supposed to do that if I can't get a match?
I said I couldn't get you a match on SmackDown. There are other opportunities to wrestle. Actually, I can pull some strings and get you on main event. You'll need to find an opponent, though. Most of the roster is pretty busy with commitments on SmackDown, and I don't have time to play matchmaker.
Pretty busy or pretty mad at me, from the sound of it.
Yeah, I may have heard those rumblings. Although, have you met Ava Moreno yet? She's pretty new to SmackDown too, and also would have something to gain with a good showing on main event.
We've met. I'm not sure she wants to work with me.
Neither of you have to work with anyone. You just have to show up and fight each other. Get her to agree to that, and I'll set up the match. If there's some sort of beef between you two, lean into it. No one said the match had to be friendly.
Well, if it isn't little Justine, I would say I'm sorry how your big debut turned out, but I don't like to lie. What do you want?
Let's cut to the chase. I want a match on main event. Molly said she can get me one if I find an opponent. It sounds like getting that exposure could help both of us. Are you interested?
Sure.
Great. That was actually easier than I thought.
Oh, but let me be clear. I want a match on main event, but not one against you. I want to make an impact here in WWE and make my matches count. It doesn't help me at all to defeat some jobber.
What did you just call me?
If I wasn't perfectly clear at Survivor Series, I like people who've come up the right way and paid their dues. Not nieces who get handed special treatment because of what family they're a part of. And if that wasn't enough, I certainly don't like you after you proved me right and made a mess of things.
Regardless of what you think of me, I don't see how just sitting around and complaining is going to change anything.
I know as well as you do that no one else in the locker room is gonna help you. You want a match with me? Prove that you have what it takes when you have to work for an opportunity. Pay some dues and stop waltzing around expecting special treatment.
I don't waltz.
We can agree to disagree, LJ.
I've got some good news for you.
You've actually got a match for me this week?
Actually, yes.
Wow, I wasn't expecting that kind of good news. Thank you.
I should clarify. It's not on SmackDown, but at a non-televised live event. Dana Brooke was supposed to have a match, but she did one too many handsprings, sprained her wrist, and can't compete this weekend.
A match is a match, and if it helps me win a little favor around here to step up, count me in.
Winning the match would help you gain even more favor.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Pineville, West Virginia, Superstar, the Legend Killer. And from Staten Island, New York, the most beautiful woman in all of WWE, Carmella! here is your winner, Superstar, the Legend Killer.
I know you're having a bit of a rough start, but it's like I always say, work hard, treat people fairly, and earn respect. Speaking of, if you'd like an opportunity to get some work in, I know someone who can put you through the ringer at the PC. Ever since she had to do a WWE decathlon during her PC training, she's loved giving newbies the same treatment.